It's a new year and a new chance for you to make a fresh start with your compliance. We're going to be bringing you a daily tip, strategy, or idea that you can use to improve your program. Here's your host, Tom Bach, the Compliance Evangelist.
For the month of December, we'll be taking up the topic of data-driven compliance. This month, the sponsor of 31 Days to a More Effective Compliance program is Kona AI. Kona AI is the leading AI-driven solution for anti-corruption, risk, and compliance professionals. Our easy-to-use software and flexible, secure deployment models drive fact-based decisions that focus on the risk areas that matter to the regulators and your business. Whether you are looking for a solution that sits in the cloud or on premises, Kona AI returns lost money to your company's balance sheet and spots high-risk payments to third parties in half the time and half the cost. Conduct better, evidence-based risk assessment. Reduce investigations costs. Enable your compliance team to present risk in a timely, data-driven, fact-based manner. Register for your free demo at konaai.com or email info@konaai.com. Day 10, the impact of privacy regulations on data-driven compliance. What is the impact of privacy regulations on data-driven compliance? I posed that question to Evengi Leekhooded, the CEO of ClauseMatch, and he shed some light on the importance of privacy in data-driven compliance and the challenges and trade-offs involved in implementing effective compliance strategies. One of the requirements is the need for CCOs and compliance professionals to have visibility into their data in their compliance program. This emphasizes the importance of having efficient and effective compliance solutions in place, or, as I've previously noted, CCOs must have access to their compliance data literally at their fingertips. The impact of data privacy regulations on ESG requirements in compliance is also something that compliance professionals need to be cognizant of. These regulations affect not only regulated industries, but also many companies holding private customer data or involved in large supply chains. This means that millions of companies are subject to data privacy regulations and the need to prove compliance with controls imposed by large organizations. To address these challenges, which involve using machine learning and natural language processing to manage changes and assess their impact, connected compliance allows organizations to understand and connect compliance from various sources, such as regulations, policies, and controls. By having all this data in one place, organizations can make sense of it and identify the impact of changes more efficiently. Of course, the 2023 update to the evaluation of corporate compliance programs emphasized the need for organizations to interpret rules, incorporate them into their internal governance framework, and communicate them to employees. Compliance solutions, which provide real-time collaboration on content, statistics, and proof of engagement with compliance, can help facilitate the prescripts of the ECCP. This is certainly something that every compliance professional needs to be aware of and incorporate into their policies and procedures, but equally important is to incorporate it into the training of your employees. Having the policies and procedures in place is certainly a good first step, but remember, there must be training on these policies and procedures, and then you must monitor how these compliance policies and procedures are utilized throughout the organization to determine, number one, if they're being utilized, and number two, their effectiveness. If they're not being effective, you probably don't need them, or you need to refocus on your training. This is one of the key drivers, or rather, one of the drivers for the key trends shaping compliance technology in 2025 and beyond. By embracing the connected compliance and leveraging technology, organizations can navigate the complex regulatory landscape and ensure compliance with privacy regulations under GDPR and beyond. So, what are today's three key takeaways? Number one, enhancing compliance programs through automation is a critical step for compliance functions and to improve business making efficiency and decision making. Number two, automation can help compliance functions meet the need for real time reporting requirements. And number three, balancing the need for data and data privacy is critical going forward. I hope you'll join us tomorrow where we take a look at the impact of data governance and how good data governance is critical to facilitation of data-driven compliance. I know you'll enjoy tomorrow's episode. I hope you will join me for the rest of December on 31 Days to a More Effective Compliance Program, where we take a deep dive into data analytics to improve your overall compliance program. For listening to this episode of 31 Days to a More Effective Compliance Program. 31 Days to a More Effective Compliance Program is a part of the Compliance Podcast Network.